lovers, it's me, your Captain Vasco speaking. There's no time to explain. It's a short stream. I'll give you this much explanation. Talked about it last week and possibly in prior weeks of streams. My sister and some of her friends are visiting the area, and my family has plans to go meet up with my local family. Obviously, my sister's my family too, but the family who lives locally to Florida is planning to meet up with her tomorrow for what I can only describe as a very full day of Disney theme parks. Um, it should be very interesting. There are lots of elements at play. It will be a wholly unique experience. Um, Luckily for me, in a sense, I don't have too much to talk about to distract from gaming. Uh, I, I'm gonna say something and it's gonna annoy you, but it's the thing I'm gonna say. Like I can guarantee at least one of you will be upset with me when I say this. Ready? Are you ready to be upset? It might be you. It might not be you. It might be someone else. One of the coolest things that's ever happened to me this week, and I'm not gonna tell you anything about it because I shouldn't. I don't know that I can't, but I didn't confirm that I can, so I won't because I don't want to get in trouble. But it's great and I'm excited, and I can guarantee you there will be a day we will talk about it. And I'm very excited about it. I got you, Sarah. I knew it. I knew you'd be upset. You being someone chosen cosmically at random. But yeah, I mean, like, it's been awesome. I will say that I ended up like, this was already a tight week for timing, and then I ended up spending like basically 2.5 days worth of free time on this thing that came out of nowhere to facilitate it, and I don't regret it, but this week has been a lot. Also, work has been terrible, so like all things are balanced as they should be. Um, could you give us some vague sense of the idea of this exciting thing? Like, what about it is exciting? Uh-huh. I probably should be able to manage that, but I definitely don't want to risk saying too much. Give me a moment. I think I'll get there. Um, if you've watched the streams for a long time and you really thought about categorically what would be a really cool thing for me to engage with that would be somewhat related to streaming, uh this isn't very good. It's something that is somewhat related to streaming, and here, I'll give you this vague information that probably isn't enough to be useful to you. The thing occurred because of a combination of specific games that I have streamed in the last year, which is like so unhelpful and very literally true and critical. Um, but yeah, that's where we're at. Can't really talk about it. Haven't really had time to figure out if it's something I could talk about like at all. And I still have more work to do this weekend about it, which is cool. So knocked you unconscious and put a numbered bracelet on you. I mean, I did already once go to the like short-lived Zero Escape themed escape room, which is one of the coolest things that's ever happened to me. Uh, is it time travel related because you can't talk about it? I have also done a minimum of one time travel themed escape room. I think I've actually only done one. It's not a terribly uncommon theme, but I think I've only done the one. I've done like 3 pirate ones, and most of them are like not great. They brought free donuts at work. Considering I like work at my house now and forever, that would be a really interesting one. I did have like a work contact this week was randomly like, "Hey, I used to like work there. How is it there?" Assuming that I was still in California, and I was like, "I'm not gonna get into this with you. It's fine. The sun is always out. That's true here as much as it is in California. Understandable. Have a nice day." Um, Are you fairly certain there's another version of yourself completing tasks in a nearby room? No. I think I would know about that. Anyway, I've said all the things that I'm going to say. What I'm going to do now, okay, so this is awkward. Are you ready for this? This is awkward. It won't necessarily make you mad, but it will be awkward. So, tonight we're going to be playing Baba Is You. Now, normally I'll just, like, flip over here and be like, Baba Is You, and I can, like, do this. But so, well, I guess here's what I could do. I don't believe I can go any further than the screen, because from what I've ascertained, like, the game just begins with no fanfare. Which is interesting because, like, I think it's Xbox. Like, one of the gaming companies was like, we absolutely refuse to let you do this. You must have a start screen. But, like, this is, like, a Steam and Nintendo game. I don't know if this is on the PlayStation. I got it on the Switch because it was logistically easiest for me. And also because even though I've been using my Switch 2 quite a bit lately, I still feel like I should use it more. So I decided to do that. This seemed like a game where, like, the ergonomics of the controller would be more beneficial than, like, WASDing for the simplicity of the control scheme. But, so, like, let's advance and we'll take a look at this. Oh, okay. I tried to, like, close it without making... Because, like, I opened the game the first time and it, like, started, like, generating the world in this way that felt, like, unique. And maybe that's irrecoverable, or maybe I'd have to work too hard at it. It's probably not that important. Anyway, Baba Is You. This is a puzzle game. You see this little white guy on the left? That's me. That's Baba. This is, I would classify this. There's a very short list of games that I personally know that could be described this way, but this is a game about rules. The only other one that immediately comes to my mind is the card game Flux, which I adore Flux. I've played so much Flux, especially in college. Oh my god. No on PS Xbox. Well, that's good to know. That broadly confirms my understanding of how things work. Anyway, also I saw you come in. Hi, Keen. Hello, welcome. Nega says, I remember Haggis told me this was a good game. So this is... From what I understand, this is a good game. I haven't played it myself. I've seen, like, I don't know, a good bit of the early gameplay, but it was so long. Apparently it was in 2017. It was when it came out. I honestly thought this came out, like, much closer to the start of the pandemic for no particular reason. Just felt like it wasn't that long ago. And even that amount of time is, like, a long time ago. But, yeah, so, like, the trick about Baba Is You is that, like, it seems really cool. It also seems like a game that escalates into madness. Like, I feel like the late game of Baba Is You is, like, incomprehensible gibberish. But, like, we're not gonna play that much. We're gonna play, like, less than 2 hours worth. But, yeah, so, like, I guess it's no longer awkward because I summoned this title screen. And, I guess I've also basically covered, like, what is Baba Is You. I mean, part of the what is Baba Is You is just showing you what it is. Because, like, it is a, like, so you are, so Baba's the thing, the white guy on the left, the little rabbity thing. It's the second stream game ever that has, like, a arguable protagonist that could genuinely be described as a rabbity thing, unless I'm forgetting one. I'm thinking of Max from Sam and Max, who, like, legitimately goes by rabbity thing on a couple of occasions. But, like, in order to explain what Baba Is You, like, is and how the puzzles work, you kind of just have to, like, see it, because, like, it's about rules and how the game functions, just, like, goes off the deep end. So, Baba Is You, let's begin. None save data, left beef. How about, yeah, the first one. Do you want to watch the intro? I do! Thank you, video game. I do want to watch the intro. That's specifically what I wanted, and I thought I couldn't do it, and now I can. What wonderful game design. I'm already excited. This is the thing that I thought was gone forever, and the game just offered it to me. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Baba. It's me! I'm Baba. Ow. I don't know why I elbowed the desk. So excited. Okay. Y'all get that? Hold on. We're almost there. We're getting close. Okay. Baba is... Baba is you. Okay, roll credits. So, if you didn't catch the subtext of what all that was, the game introduced us to Wall, Rock, Flag, and Baba. You'll see that there are a couple of little sentences, such as Baba is you. What that means is that while that sentence exists, the player controls Baba. That can change. Flag is win. That sentence means that my goal is to touch the flag. And since Baba is me, I must get Baba to the flag. Wall is stop. That means I can't go through the wall. But I can go around the wall. And rock is push. Since rock is push, I can push the rock, you understand? Now, how much real estate do I have in this, the first mission of the game? Because again, I'm like a little familiar with what's going on. So like, for example, just to demonstrate the wildness of this game, flag is push. I don't win by touching the flag. But now, rock is win. So if I touch any rock, I win. Who exactly is Baba? Baba is me, or it's you if you're playing. Also, we got like some Super Mario World nonsense. What about Baba is win? The problem with Baba is win is that you have to like set yourself up to be something other than Baba so you can do it. It takes like a lot more intermediate steps. I considered making Baba win. I'm rather confident you can technically do it, but it just seems really irritating to do. So yeah, everybody understand what we're doing? It's like a little puzzle game. The basic idea is to get Baba to the flag, but in some instances you may want to get Baba to something else, or get something else to the flag, or change the rules for any number of reasons that make the game winnable. Sarah says, I've done a lot of irritating things in Baba Is You. I feel like that's what the game is for. Okay, wall is stop. Boo, that sucks. Wall isn't stop. Look at me go. So, there's like an undo button, isn't there? Like, if you, like, do this, isn't the game, like, you can't play anymore, is the thing. So to the earlier question, which I know is coming from someone who knows this game some amount, if you recklessly change the Baba is you sentence, it can goof you up. So you can undo the last action, or you can like restart when you get in like a fail state. Can we move the level with wall is you? Yeah, you definitely can do that. I mean, it makes life something. Hold on. Let me just... Don't want to touch the flag. I just want to set myself up so that I can actually win once I do this stupid thing. So, like, right now there's no win condition because flag isn't currently win. Now it is, but I'm not going to go over there. Because... the question was asked, can wall is you? And yes, you can be wall and wall can be you. So like, it's a game about rules. It's not simply move the little guy around. We're dealing with concepts that the game would like to introduce much later than now. But, you know, I'm a puzzle gamer and several of you already seem to know this game. Let's go to 2. Now, what is this? I should pay attention to these. My webcam is sort of clipping over where it's listed on the screen, which is like a thing. Oh dear, that's quite a lot of flags. Wall is you. Oh yeah, look at that. See, the game is one step behind me. You can see there on the left, wall is you. I'm this little chunk of wall. Flag is stop. I can't do it now. Flag doesn't stop. It's amazing. Now, what's strange here is, like, Baba is Win, but I don't see Baba. I don't know if that's intentional or not. But, like, I can also just make, like, Flag is Win. You can watch endless hours of Baba content. I mean, the great thing about Baba is, like... there's, like, a weird quality to the esoterica that is, like, a Baba is You puzzle. And, like, at a certain point in this game, I think no two people will ever solve a puzzle exactly the same way unless they're, like, consulting each other or the same walkthrough or something like that. And so, like, unless you've, like, just played or watched this game, I feel like if you have any appreciation for it, you can appreciate it all anew. This one's called Out of Reach. Oh yeah, great point, Sarah. The little music and sounds. There wasn't access to an audio menu in what I was doing before. How do we feel about where it's at now? Do you need me to mess with this? Because I can leave it and it's fine. Do we finish Techno Babylon? No, but I have like less than 2 hours to stream and I don't want to like get halfway through some complicated puzzle in Techno Babylon. It's okay, it's good. Okay, I'm gonna leave it just for the sake of it's easier not to mess with it. If we do revisit this game, I may seek to adjust that. But like I adjusted it on the computer side, which I don't generally like doing because again, I didn't seem to have access to a menu because I thought it's, you understand, it's fine. So water is sink, so... oh dear. Restart? Yes, please. So, rock is push, that's cool. Water is sink. So I think sink, like, specifically means that, like, objects that come in contact with it are destroyed, but it also destroys the water, so you can go through. I can't get outside wall because the wall rule is walled off in a corner I can't get to. Oh, but you know what I can do? I can, like, ignore flag entirely and make rock win. Now, there's a rundown of why the stream is short on the Discord, if you just want to check that. I don't want to keep going back to it, just because the whole point is the stream is short. Sorry, what was the name of this? I missed it. Still Out of Reach. Fantastic. Skull is defeat. I think defeat is the opposite of when you just immediately lose. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Silence. So, rock is push. Can you push multiple? I don't remember. Okay. What do I have access to here? Flag is win, Baba is you, rock is push, skull is defeat. I would have to make skull, like, push or at least not defeat in order to be able to clear... I mean, they're not, like, sink or anything, so, like, if I push, like, a rock there... right, and you can just undo at will, which I forgot. Flag is win. I mean, I don't think there's any way to, like, mess about with these, right? They're pretty much locked in place just by nature of being in the corner with no leverage. Well, that's tricky. So you can... so, like, I don't think this is helpful, but, like, again, this is a game about rules. You can do weird things. So, like, Baba is you, but what if Baba is rock? Unfortunately, rock isn't me, so I lose the game, but I can just become a rock by nature of is. Do you understand? But I think if I did, like, you is rock, would that let me move all of them? No. But rock isn't push, you see. You is push, Baba is push. I don't think win is rock is anything, right? I think noun is condition. Huh. What if, there's sort of a few different approaches to this, right? In theory? No, come on. Does this have enough force to push? So skull is no longer defeat, so I can win? Okay. So you could also, like, line up the rocks so that the rocks would be wide enough that you could push that out of the way. Let's go to 5, which is simply called Volcano. Sarah is excite. Good thing Sarah's not lava. Okay, hold on. Baba is melt. Forget specifically what melt means. Just that it's susceptible to hot, probably. Maybe, I don't know. Wall is stop. Baba is you. Good to know. Rock is push. Helpful. Do I want to be messing with Baba? It's actually going to be really difficult to change that sentence based on his placement, I think. So I think I'm alright to, like, push it to one side and, like, advance south. So currently, lava has the property hot, but I also have a free lava word. Which means I could change the properties of lava. But I don't think that there would be a way for me to... Like, lava is you? Lava is you would make this really easy. Can you make lava is you? Because keep in mind, if you move Baba is you piecemeal, it, like, breaks the game. Like, you cease to have agency over the game and have to restart. The problem is that if I push lava up here, I can't push it north again. And I don't think I have the ability... I don't think I have anything that's, like, too wide that would let me push, like, Baba is down. I think I'm right about this. It seems doable, but I don't think it's doable. It's tricky. There's a lot of things in the game that, like, you either think it can be done and it can't, or vice versa, and, like, it's really hard to tell sometimes. Can lava be push? It can, I think, and I might be wrong about this, but I think the problem that is, if lava is push, it's still hot and Baba melt. If that makes sense. What a fun game. So, like, I can push it, but hang on. No, but rock isn't push. Right. Oh, wait. That doesn't... Okay, I thought that lava being hot and me being melt would override push being useful. But lava is push. You're totally right. Okay. I just assumed that melt, like, was like, sure, you could push it, but you die. But, no. All right. Off limits. That's a lot of skulls. So Baba is you. Rock is stop. Rock is not push. Skull is defeat. Flag is win. There are some things that are not constant, of course, because all the rules can change in this game. But there are things that are established as, like, a common baseline. I thought that would be more complicated. But that's the beauty of this game, is that everything is simultaneously insanely complicated and, like, way simpler than you think it is. Now, again, the flexibility of this game, I believe, will make it, like, basically like a nightmare in whatever constitutes the late game. But, like, boy, is it a really fun concept. Baba is defeat. Same, Baba, same. It is very relatable. Okay, so skull is problem. So, I mean, obviously, wall shouldn't be stopped. That's stupid. I could make wall is you. I could also... Hear me out. I don't know if this is useful, but, like... Wall is Baba? So I just made all of the walls into Baba and was able to move all of them. And even though a bunch of them died, there was still some Baba left over. And some of the Baba was able to touch the flag, and the flag was win, and victory is mine. Use is such a powerful word, you know? Does this game make sense in other languages? Ooh, Cotillion has ice cream. He's been waiting all day to eat. Does it happen to be a blizzard of any sort? Grass yard. Is that a jellyfish? The lake. Well, let's do grass yard. How about Baba is stopping? We have a deep contemplative rumination on what it means to be Baba. I feel like the entire game is a deep contemplative rumination on what it means to be Baba. Oh, the B&R Oreo cookies and cream. Very nice. I will say I did, I went to a random movie on Tuesday, and I almost got, like, Oreo's been really pushing their, like, ice cream line, and they, like, had some of it at the movie theater, and at the last second I was like, no, I'm gonna go with something I know. But, like, if I went again, I might try that other thing. Exit 8. No, I saw Over Your Dead Body. It's like a horror comedy movie starring Jason Segel and Samara Weaving. Like a month ago, I saw Ready or Not 2, also starring Samara Weaving, which I really, really liked. And I was like, I could go for another almost immediate horror comedy movie starring this actress. And it wasn't as good, but I enjoyed it. I like both of those movies. Okay, so grass is stopped. That's cool. Doesn't look like that's changing because I can't influence wall or anything like that. However, flag isn't win, which is like a little bit of a problem, to be honest with you. So flag isn't. Oh no, wait. I'm lying. Wall isn't stop, but I can't really move grass is the issue, you see. Oh, this probably... Oh, no, of course not. Huh. I mean, I think this is as simple as, like... This works, right? Baba is win! Oh, no, but I'm not right. I understand. Win is you? Flag is Baba? Baba is flag? I don't think any of these are good. So the grass starts in a position where I can't really use the is. I could turn, like, flag into grass in theory, but that's not good and is difficult, actually. I'm gonna restart this one, actually. It's really hard. Like, you can move that whole sentence left or right pretty easily. I guess the idea is that I just have to, like, do this the long way. I'm trying to be more clever about it, but, like, I think what I just have to do is, like, laboriously move flag and win around so that I can use the same is for flag is win and Baba is you. And then I can just simply touch the flag because I am Baba and nothing is stop except grass, and grass cannot stop me because I am Baba and Baba is win. You understand? I do like his little, like, walking sound is very good. Flag down. Yeah. This game. Hey, Zagula, welcome to the stream. Welcome to Friday. Just a heads up, it is short stream. I know that doesn't impact your scooter time because you're not working Fridays anymore, but I need to have 3 flowers, of which I have none flowers. So I guess I'll go to the lake. I've seen, like, a good amount of this played. It was a really long time ago, and I don't remember any of the solutions. And also, I was looking for something that I could do in short chunks so that I could like abandon the stream in a timely fashion when I need to, and randomly remembered this, and I'd never streamed it. We might do more of this, but it just seemed like a really good stopgap for needing flexibility today. But for those who didn't see the Discord post or the Blue Sky post, no need to worry. We will finish Techno Babylon. You haven't missed it if you didn't see it because it hasn't happened. I think we've got 1 to 2 more streams of it, but it's been really hard to gauge that. I don't know, but I didn't want to try and shoehorn that into a stream that kind of necessarily needs to be a little shorter. So now it's the lake. Let's go to Icy Waters. I know, I'm sorry it's short. But, Zacula, this reminds me, because I was thinking about this earlier in the week. I was like, I should mention to Zacula that, between the short stream tonight and the fact that I can't stream tomorrow because of the family stuff going on, it might be a good time for you to bust out Kathy Rain 2, because as far as I know, you never ended up finishing that, yeah? Okay, so Baba is you and sink, which presumably means touching the water is frowned upon. But what if I'm not sink? What if I'm just incredible? So flag is win. That's great. That's great news. Happy to hear that. Wall is stop. I don't particularly care about that, but that's fair. But there is a second wall. I don't think I can make wall win. Jelly is sink. That's what I was missing. I just didn't notice the jelly sentence, and I was like, that's weird. Sorry, I'm covering wall is stop. I'm not sure there's any corner of the screen I can live that doesn't mess. Do I? Hang on a second. So to be clear, the big dark the midnight blue frame is part of the game. I could zoomify. I guess that just means I cover more stuff. I don't know. I'll leave it. It's as the developers intended. Okay, so Baba is you and sink. So I could move Baba is you left. I don't think that does anything. I could be I could make myself and wall. Baba is you and wall? Does that by itself do anything? Right, okay. The semantics mean that I become wall. I understand. That's a great question, Cotillion. How is Peso Pluma? I get the PC situation sorted because I want to play Kathy Rain 2 myself. I know, I want you to experience it, and then we can talk about Kathy Rain 2. And then we can also talk about Kathy Rain, the first one. And then we can talk about Eileen Mildred Summers, who should be real and my wife, or whatever. You can't move his wall? No. Because Baba is you and wall, but wall isn't you. If that makes sense. I could...
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. So, I could... Ooh, hang on a second. I don't know exactly what I got going here, but I'm cooking something. No, just kidding. Because that doesn't move far enough that the is exposed. Jelly is...
Did someone say birthday?
Jelly is sink. Sink is birthday. Baba is wall. I mean, Baba is wall is essentially the same result as what we had before. Where, the only playable character becomes wall and I immediately lose. Well, stop. I mean, I feel like I'm supposed to be using one of these corner sentences, but I'm not really sure how. I would love to amend jelly is sink to make it into something else, but that doesn't seem to work. One of the most available words is sink, which doesn't seem great. I mean, you could... okay. This might do something. So, like, if Wall and Baba is you, then I have, like, a bunch of player... oh, right. I have to be very careful about how I do this, huh? This kind of works, right? Oh, I see. Yeah, that'll... hang on. There's got to be a way. There we go. I was over and under thinking that simultaneously. But basically the strategy I chose was making all of the walls also player characters so that I could just like brute force my way through the jellyfish field, lose a bunch of wall segments, and still touch the flag. Level lake -2 turns. Crab! I legitimately did not remember Crab was in this game. So Skull is defeat. Crab has no properties, which is such a bummer. Jelly is peanut butter and win. Jelly is sink and you. Ocean says, finally got a package from Cheryl today after 3.5 weeks of waiting. I don't know if I know what that is, but congrats, I think, probably, I assume. So Wall is stop. Skull is defeat. Baba is you. Flag is win. Star is sink. Rock is push. And. Simply and by itself. So it looks like a goal, if not the goal, is to put and between Crab and Baba, so that Crab and Baba is you, and then I can control the external Crab to touch the flag and win. So, like, Star should be, like, push. Yeah? I don't want it to be sync. That sucks. No, wait. I do want it to be sync. I think. But not... I think I need it to be push and then sync? Is that right? Does the sync... It does! It destroyed the skull! Okay. So now... If I... am patient... no, that causes trouble. I gotta push Crab vertically first. That should be fine. Crab and Baba is you. Crab win. What would happen if you put that between Star and Rock? Star, Rock. That's an interesting question. If you, I presume you mean if you put and there? I mean, strictly speaking, I don't think it does anything in this framing because it doesn't form one continuous sentence. Everything is kind of like a literal line of code, if that makes sense. So, like, Star is sync means something, but, like, it doesn't, like, wrap around. Is there, like, auto exit from level? Turn a map. Affection. Is Crab in this one, too? Algae is defeat. I forgot Algae was in this game. Kiki! Oh, I forgot about Kiki, too. Shouldn't there be, like, Booba if Kiki is in this game? shouldn't it be like Booba is you? Love is win, that's wonderful. Oh crap. The wait button. So Kiki is moved, so that means that it like... I think it moves every time I move or if I press the wait button. And sometimes you can set it up so that something that's moving will like push a rule into place or whatever. Move starts really like making the game complicated over time. So love is push. I can make Kiki push. Love is win. Baba is you. I mean, there's like a world where Kiki moves into the heart space and then I like change the rules so that like Kiki is you. But like, can you like redirect one of them? I guess I would need them to be push, huh? Although, one could argue that I simply make love is move, and then I just catch it. Then I just catch it. Nothing goes over my head because I'm too fast, and I just catch it. This one's called Pillar Yard. Lake 4. Flag is win. Pillar is push. Wall is stop. Baba is you. Star is defeat. Well, that's a problem. Pillar is push. Star is defeat. Wall is stop. Wall is stop doesn't feel hugely influential. One of my favorite quotes from Guardians. There are many good ones. Flag is win. Pillar is push. I mean, I gotta deal with the stars somehow or other. Nothing seems to be able to make the flag move of its own volition. What if Baba is One Piece? Dude, there's so many, like, One Piece characters that could easily be literally true. By the way, Zach, are you current? Because I, like, got caught up. It's crazy. Stuff is crazy. Is push, huh? Flag isn't push, though. If flag was also push, I could stack up a bunch of pillars and push flag out. I think. Oh! But what I could do that's very cheeky it doesn't quite work, right? Does it? Does it work? I can make wall is push. If I don't press the button too many times. And that would let me like shove this whole like wall infrastructure over top the stars. Oh. I'd have to do it from like I think that's workable, but I'm having another idea. Maybe I do stack up a bunch of pillars. And then I just make pillar is you? So, like, I just push a line of pillars to touch the flag. And then just, like, become something that's touching the flag. And then win because the flag is win? Pillar's me. How's everyone's week, by the way? I feel bad that I won't be able to, like, check in with people tomorrow, and when I'm, like, engaged in these puzzles, I kind of, like, lose track of reality because it's the only way to do them. I hope you're doing well. As I said earlier, like, this week has been, like, just crazy hectic. Behind on One Piece. Man, I got caught up on, like, one of the single, like, craziest, like, panels of the entire series. I was like, oh, shoot. What a time to be alive, and also to be caught up on One Piece. The scale is different. Baba is quite large. So wall is stop, Baba is you, flag is win. There's not, like, a lot to work with. What was this one called? Brick wall. Understandable. So, like, I can make... Is this something? Can I be Baba is flag is win? Or Baba is you is win, rather? No? We'll stop. I can't you is win. Guess that would make the game too easy, but I think it's a matter of how the game treats you as opposed to Baba. Exactly, I saw that baby elephant on the Discord. It was extremely good. One of the last times I went to Disney World, I got to see like a toddler giraffe, which was pretty excellent. I was like, this week I saw like a video of like an infant giraffe, and it's like, that just doesn't seem scientifically possible. How does that creature move? Baba is large. It's not fat shaming, Neko. It's just large. Baba can be win, but in and of itself, I did this once already, and it doesn't actually like do anything. Wait, didn't I do that before and it didn't work? What was different about the time before when it didn't work? Is it because I made myself not Baba when I did that or something? I tried something similar and it didn't work and I made a false assumption. You're correct. They have giraffes at Disney World. So, Animal Kingdom has like an actual animal safari. It may have two? I think there's like two different places you can go to see animals. I don't know if the other one has like a ride vehicle. My sister really liked someone with the giraffes, so we went there. Although... I think that time was the time it like rained insanely heavily like first thing in the morning and it caused some logistical problems. But I think I actually like posted some of the photos to the Discord when we did that because I remember being like, look at this small giraffe. It's so ridiculous. Alright, let's go to lock number 6. Right. So Baba is you, wall is stop. That's pretty standard. Door is stopped, so I can't just walk through it. Solid object, not a ghost. Door is shut. Has a special attribute. Key is open, and key is also push. Open and shut, kapow, cancel out. So rock is not move, which is a little awkward. But I think I see what we're going for here. Give me a second. Push the key up. Push the key over, down, over. Now I can access the word rock. So I'm out of keys, notably. Notably
Giraffe.
out of keys. But like... I don't know the smart way to do this. Probably like this, right? Something like this. It's like almost perfect. Just barely enough space for me to not really think about it. So now instead of key being open and push, sorry, hold on, slightly stupid. Now rock is open and push, whereas key was before, which means that now rock is basically key. So I will just smash my way through the door and flag his win. Sarah says, Six Flags in New Jersey lets you pet the giraffes on the safari. They eat your vehicle, though. I feel like I've heard that. I never ended up doing that safari, even though I've, like, been to that Six Flags. I'm pretty sure, like, my dad was, like, extremely against the idea of, like, driving the family vehicle through this, because that's what you do, right? Don't you just, like, drive your car on, like, a course in their safari? Or at least that's what I think they used to do. Maybe they finally, like, stopped doing that. They don't let you do that anymore. That's not surprising. They probably never should have let that be a thing. That sounds awful. But my dad was like, hard no. Not that I like would have been super into that, to be honest. Novice locksmith. I feel like the last one was novice knocksmith. You know what I mean? Okay, so we got key open, key push is. So I sort of. So like key is push, right? I think what I need. If I just line them up such... Oh, that's not a big deal, huh? Well, key is push. So if I just use the is twice, I can have them be simultaneous. I was like thinking of trying to be clever and like move the is around, but then like you can't push it and open the door at the same time because the key has to be both push and open to counteract the doors shut. The problem is, Bob is your door stop, wall is stop. Key is push, key is open. But doesn't that mean that it gets destroyed? Oh, and then door just isn't shut anymore. Door is... open? Does that by itself do anything? No, it doesn't. It seems like it should, but I understand why it doesn't. I think I just want push. I think push is easiest. Or actually... it's slightly funnier to just make door key, because door is already push. Slightly funnier. Slightly funnier. They have a caravan thing now. My dad used to tease the monkeys, and one of them broke and peed on his side mirror. Well, I mean, he sort of invited that on himself, I suppose. It was really cool. Well, I'm glad that it was a positive core memory, although I'm not sure I would have loved that for me, to be honest. He had crackers in the car and would hold one through a crack in the window and pull it back. The monkey grabbed and he ate it. I mean, again, I feel like he invited that on himself. Like, I feel less bad about that happening to him because he did seem to ask for it to some extent. So when I get the 8th, like, dandelion bit up in the corner there, it's 7 out of 8. When I do, like, one more puzzle, it'll become, like, a flower. I need, like, 3 flowers, I think, to open that, like, castle gateway thing or something that I passed by. Okay, Wall is stop. Jelly is stop. Flag is when Baba is you. Well, that's a touch of a problem, you see. Well, now Wall isn't stop, which is helpful. Because now I can, like... oh, Wall is defeat, though. I missed that. Wall is defeat in the lower left corner there. Look at that. Wall is defeat. It's harsh. Well... I mean... I could just get rid of the wall, you understand. Wall is jelly, and jelly isn't stop. So now I can leave. Yeah, I think when I did this before and it didn't work, I, like, tried to, like, move the Baba sentence to make flag is win at the so, there's no flag, so I need... Jellies win! Area clear. Is it? There's like a bunch more area. There's something really unintuitive about the way that's laid out. I think it's fine. It's not working the way I would expect it to. What kind of plans y'all have for the weekend? Baba is large. Okay, Baba is you. Flag is win. Got it. Wall is stop. Rock is rock. Do you gain or lose points for tautologies in this game, do you think? Flag is also rock. But rock isn't... Oh. That's so interesting. So the flag exists, but when I move, the game suddenly processes the fact that flag is rock. But I don't think you can, like, there are things you can do here to win, but, like, I don't think you can stop that from happening in the first place. Rock is rock. It's hard to deny that. I mean, does the universe just break if I, like... Ooh. I understand broadly what that means. I don't understand specifically what that means. My guess is that I've tried to make two competing, like, continuous statements be true, and it's just treating the first one as true. It's like a layers effect in Magic the Gathering. What is it saying behind my head? Flag is win. And it's behind a wall, so I don't believe I can change that or interact with it. So the problem is that, like, when I start moving, the game turns the only flag into a rock, and I have to figure out a way to fix that. And I think it's just like do that, get rid of the rock statement, and then touch the flag. It's interesting. I wouldn't say that these and puzzles, especially like open-ended puzzles like this, are hard to make like truly like linear in difficulty. But I wouldn't say that like the difficulty necessarily like grades up in an obvious way with the numbered levels. Also, it's interesting that they're like numbered in this weird way where like 6, 7, 10, 13, for example. This was called Two Doors. Kiki is me! I'm not Bob, I'm Kiki! Door is shut, that sucks. Key is push and open. Use ice skating for fun, not to save life. So if I move the key, I can make flag win. But that's not exactly possible. Exactly. Because if I push the key down, it just sort of like hits the hedge, which is stop. Stop is a fun term for me because like I had this sort of in-joke with my friends in college, including tech, where like particularly playing games like Grand Theft Auto, you know, like it's this open world game and you have cars and you drive really fast and like you kind of do whatever you want. You can like drive your car off a cliff or like ram into other cars or whatever. But like there are like certain like stop signs and like benches and things that like you could hit them with like the largest vehicle in the game going at like the maximum possible velocity, and like it's just an immovable object. You like hit it and like you break instead of the bench. And like I always called that phenomenon like the game defaulting object to wall, and that's kind of just what the word stop does in this game. I could make myself into door. I could make door is you. But flag still wouldn't be win. Is like an issue. Is there a way that I could make key is me? Yeah, right? No, this doesn't work actually, does it? Because I have to push the whole sentence. No, that doesn't work. I can make Kiki door. That's not helpful. Unless door is also me. But I don't have enough words for that. So door sounds useful in theory, but I can't make flag win. Key is pushed and open. Kiki is shut. Maybe it is useful. If I do them both simultaneously, maybe Kiki and door being me is something that I want. How do I deal with the key, though? The only win is, like, inaccessible unless I become the key. I don't know how to do that. Because hedge is stop, I can't push the stop out of the way to make hedge not be stop, which sounds stupid but is important and true. Will key open the door as you? Oh. That's interesting. And it would be correct if door was shut. But it's not currently. But in order to make it shut, I'd have to make it not me. Because I don't have an and I can use. I can't make door is you and shut. But I could make... I can make Kiki is shut, but then I can't move Kiki because Kiki is not push. And I can't push the key into something that's open because the only path to push it from where it is into hedge or further into hedge. Door is you, door is shut. Yeah. But if I do that, then once I touch the key, I lose because I no longer am a thing that I control, right? Because, like, open and shut cancel out, so door would cease to exist. But I think you're on the right track. Key is you, door is you. I feel like I'm missing, like, a word here. Some like really clever thing I can do controlling these two at the same time. We need more is or like a single and I think would make this relatively easy. Door is shut. Does this help at all? Really, right? I could move key. Can you change the word stop to open under hedge and door? No, because the problem is that they're right up against a wall, or rather a hedge, and because the hedge is already stopped, I can't like push anything through, and I can't push them through the hedge. It's a tricky one. I don't know if this is gonna feel obvious in hindsight. Right, I'm not two things currently. Okay, let's just, I'm gonna restart. Kiki is you. So I can make... Wait. I have like a half-formed idea. Door is... Yeah, it's gotta be... So I'm controlling only door. But I could like... could like switch out which one is me, but I don't actually think that does anything. It feels important. It feels clever. Kiki is door. Kiki is door. Perhaps Kiki is door. And then I simply control two doors. And then door is you is shut. And then like one of them destroys the key, and then flag is win. Yeah, you got it. Oh, that's a hard one. That's a hard one. Jelly throne. God, time flies in this game, man. I've been playing for like over an hour already. I'm probably actually playing for exactly an hour. That was exhilarating. I mean, it's so weird, right? Because like it's just saying nonsense, but it's like really engaging, right? Like it's a really interesting game, and like I've just like never actually played it for myself, and I was like, it just seemed like a good time. Both in the sense that like it seems like a fun thing to do, and also because of the circumstances, now seems like a good time to do it. Flag is flag. That's true. I know that's true. Flag is push. Jelly. Baba is you, understandably. Jelly is win. Well, wait, isn't this like the easiest thing in the world? Am I ridiculous? Oh, because flag... Oh, right. Because there's a flag is flag that I can't access, the game will not let me change the flag into something else. Otherwise, I would like literally just push this up 2 tiles and then touch the flag, which would become jelly, which is win. So flag is stop. I can make jelly push. That doesn't do anything. I can make jelly Baba. Wait, does that work? If jelly is Baba, and Baba is you, and jelly is win, do I win? No. We need to do it the other way. Now I need to do Baba is jelly, Baba is you. Because I stop being jelly, and so I stop being win. I mean, I can do... No, because it's still... Jelly's push is not helpful. I guess I just, like, actually need... Alright, but that doesn't work because there's, like, a little stop there, huh? This jelly is flag helpful. That's a good question. Is flag helpful? I think, and I could be wrong about this, I think no, because it just means that I don't currently have a win condition. Because it just turns the jellyfish into another flag, which is mainly an obstacle at the moment. I love the questions that this game makes you ask and, like, you have to earnestly consider. Yeah, I don't think that's helpful. I might be missing something, though. Flag is push. So Jelly is Baba. Actually, wait, no, maybe Jelly is Baba is useful. Just not in the way I was thinking. Because it still gives me, like, a player character on the other side, right? So if I'm, like... careful about it... but I don't need this here anymore, right? I feel very likely to accidentally break something. Okay, hold on. So now I've pushed that freely. But now what? Now I don't have a jelly, right? Which is an issue. There's not really space to turn flag is stop into flag is win. Can I do that, though? I don't think I can do that. I don't think I have enough space to, like, come in and extract the win, you know? Because, like, I have to be able to... Because, like, wall is stop. So, like, I only have so much space to maneuver there. Will it take win as flag? I don't think so. But I've been wrong before. So Jelly's flag doesn't do anything. This seemed clever, but I think this is, like, necessarily wrong because I think there's no way to, like, recover from this game state. Like, I don't think I can turn anything into jelly. Wait. I'm being stupid. Hang on, hold. Everyone hold on. I just have to... I was thinking of this the wrong way. I simply have to, like, do it like this. And now the flag is win. See, you're right. And that is technically correct. Shoot. It's push. Just kidding. Those little things will get you too, though, where, like, the flag is win, but it's also push, so if you try to touch it, you push it away and you can't, like, intersect it to win. Like, there's, like, definitely things in this game that happen like that. Let's do 12. Crab storage! Look at that crab. Look at that little gentleman. Blank is win, blank is defeat, Baba is blank. What an incredible... start. And yet you can push lava all day and won't get hurt. Well, it's actually the same thing, though, right? It's the very fact that it's pushed that means you don't melt from the heat of the lava. Which doesn't make logical sense, but makes, like, syntaxical sense. So hedge is stop, that's cool. Door is shut and stop. Baba is you. So Baba... Flag is win. Is defeat. Baba is open. You couldn't actually get flag far enough to the right to make flag is win, though, which is interesting. You can make flag is Baba, which is bad. You can make flag is open, which is interesting. You just open this door with the flag, and now I have crab. So, I mean... Am I mistaken? Oh, right. I see the problem. I was just gonna push it up to crab is win, and then touch the crab, but the problem is that Baba becomes crab. But... Hang on, using technology we've already established. I don't really care about any of this anymore. I pushed too much of that against the wall. But, like, what if Baba is Baba? What if I am an immutable force that cannot be changed? So, like, right? Baba can't be Crab because Baba is Baba. And then Crab is defeat, which is terribly tragic. But then Crab is win, and then I touch him and I win. What a good level. Because I touched the crab and I won. Burglary. Crab booty. Excellent emote combination, as always. Okay, what do we got? Baba is you. Door is stop. Blank is win. Key is defeat is a weird one. However, key is also open. And Baba is shut. Not really. Just the Baba is standing next to shut. So star is push. I can make star is open. But the problem is that door isn't closed. Or shut, I guess. So I guess I must... Hang on. Let's put star in the middle. So I think, like... If we make wall shut... And we make... Star... Open... Then, instead of unlocking the door with the key... We unlock wall with star. And then... Wait for it. Some sort of... I mean... Hypothetically, I can just make... wall win, right? Is there a reason that's not true? Is because stop? Is that something? Yeah, stop means I can't touch it. So... Is it necessary to use the other is? Wall is... Shut. Star is... If key is defeat, can it also be win? Is that meaningful? Oh, well, I suppose it's fine if I just make key not defeat, huh? That would probably do it. Now I just gotta shove this to the inside key. You all know about the inside key, right? Right? You know about that. Key is win! This game is so satisfying. Cause like you can make up like practically anything you want, and you just always feel like a genius and you're playing as a little rabbit thing. Like, it's a good game, right? What are your feelings on this game, everybody? Nobody's allowed to talk about my wetware. I mean, like, you are, but, like, you know, consent's really important. We don't talk about the inside key. But I didn't say we should all talk about the inside key. All I'm saying is we know about the inside key, right? Also, there is like a quote from Techno Babylon about wetware that like I like 1,000,000% am adding to the soundboard and I'm really excited for. But like the audio balance of that game is already so precarious, I like don't want to mess with it until I finish the run. You know I have a big list of these. Like I've got like 6 or 7 like really good things I want to take from Techno Babylon that I'm really excited about. Like one of them was like toward the end of that last stream, like we met this like rich lady whose name was like Simone with like 1,000 like descriptors, and he's like, your main character like goes up to someone, they're like, so like Simone something something. And they're like, yeah, whatever.
Ole!
One of the best video games ever made. It's a good video game, right? Okay, I ran out of lake, although I got the extra level submerged ruins. Baba is large. It's actually Serpentine's birthday today, so it's someone's birthday. Wait, did someone say birthday?
Ole!
Crab flag is defeat win. Baba is you, wall is stop, rock is push. Seems a little hard to imagine that rock getting to the left side of the screen, which is interesting. Flag is defeat. Is there like any way at all that you could make something win other than by pressing crab into defeat? I could make rock into crab. I could make rock into you, I think. Not 100% on that. It says, I would enjoy any fun photos you take at Disney World if you happen to take any. I mean, the likelihood of me taking them is very low. The likelihood of several rides automatically having some function to take photos is pretty high. Me remembering to download those is super low unless someone tells me to do it. Normally, when we go on these trips with my sister, who has these like magic Disney benefits for reasons, like we get access to the photos, and then like 3 months later, I get like an email being like, "You can't access the photos anymore." It's like, ah, yeah, probably could have done that, yeah. As you may know, this is another thing that might drive like at least one person in chat crazy. I hate photos of me. Photos of me suck. They're awful. Like I really just like I think a big part of like I think there's like truly like some like dysmorphia thing where like I never feel like any photo like taken of me ever is like a positive representation of me as a person. It always appears to me to be just like the most grotesque and like upsetting depiction of me every time. But like the thing that like no one seems to call me on, which they would be right to do, is like you literally on a weekly basis like broadcast your face on the internet. And like to that, I would say like there's absolutely 100% to me a difference between like being on video and like a still photo. Cause like the movement of video like captures me. Like you can see my stupid mannerisms and hear me make dumb jokes and stuff. The photo is just like it's just like, I mean, it's like when you go to like edit a video and you like scrub through it and you find some like weird instantaneous pose of you like half blinking and like making a weird like thing with your mouth because you're like saying a word and like it just looks really stupid. Like that's how like every photo of me feels. So I can't make Baba is crab, which would be awesome. This is tough. Even just going that far means that, like, crab is deadly. Is Baba is stop. I don't think I can make Baba is you, Baba is stop, but that sounds interesting. I don't think that, like, making rock push... No, I can't make rock two properties, right? Can I? I have, like, an available is... But I don't think there's, like, a meaningful way to, like, use is. Rock? I can make a rock into a crab, but the crab wouldn't be pushed. The only thing I can make crab do is be defeat. How do I deal with those crabs? We make Baba rock, but that's bad. I can make rock. Ooh. I could make rock Baba, but that still doesn't give me enough. If I had two rocks, I could, like, maybe cancel out the crabs? I don't actually, like, 100% know how defeat works. Says a guy, like, playing a strategy game for, like, the first time ever. Oh, but if you push rock in that fashion, you can't... Oh, right, rock isn't stop. It's not an obstacle, like, literally or figuratively. And I think it's, like, literally better to make rock Baba. But then, like, I would still need something else, right? Yeah, I have a thought. I don't think it works, but I can't do it from the game state I've created. I am not convinced that this works at all, but I'm going to try something. I only saw half that comment. I feel like I know how it ends. Kache says, I was playing Windrose earlier and had a bunch of goats chasing me, and I just thought, I've got a lot of goats right now. So rock is wall, right? So that seems like a way to generate more than two is use, but how would I make Baba is wall? Or wall is you, I guess. I can't immediately think of a way to do that. That feels unhelpful. Crab flag. So right now crab is nothing, huh? That's interesting. Is that useful? Is it useful for the crab to have no properties, do you think? I think it is. Because if I'm smart enough, that probably means that there's a way for me to have one Baba be next to the flag without dying, while the other one makes the flag into win. Don't do that. Don't do that. Specifically, don't do that. We tried crab is push. I can't navigate. The trick about crab is that it's kind of jammed in the walls there. So, like, I think the only thing that I can, like, actually make crab be at all in this map is defeat. I think. I haven't fully worked that out. But I haven't figured out a way to do anything other than that. So now there's, like, 2 of us, yeah? But so, like, here's... Okay, hold on. Let's be hyper careful about this. So currently, crab is nothing. Crab has no properties, which means it's not an obstacle. It won't defeat me. It just sit there. But if... Because so there was a rock, and I made rock as Baba, so now there's 2 Baba. And Baba is me, so I'm controlling both of them. And so I've conceived of this method where, like, because the crab has no properties, I just walk past it. And now, I send the other Baba to make flag win, and then I touch flag. We want crab is push. We can only crab is defeat. It's true. Very sad state of game. Area 2, Sunken Temple. Very similar. Crab has no properties. Crab, flag, jelly. Jelly is push. Rock is push. Flag currently defeat. Interesting how this builds very directly on the last one. It seems, this may be a mistake, it seems as though the only opening move could be to push rock and jelly into crab flag. I don't immediately see any way around that. I mean, I can come in here, I can touch the flag is defeat. It wouldn't be a great time. I legitimately forgot crab was in here. He's probably not in, like, a ton of levels, because, like, we've already beaten, like, the water area, but boy do I love it. Boy do I love that crab is here, even if he is defeat. So if we assume that this is the starting position, how would I ever deal with that? It seems inherently problematic, right? But, like, if I didn't do that, I would never be able to interact with anything on, like, the whole right side of the map, right? Right, Keen? This is a really cool game. I recommend it if you haven't already played it. Although, I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think. Like, definitely, like, once, you know, this weekend elapses and we have streams... I think it's regular streams next week, and then, like, boy, the rest of the month's gonna be a little messy. It's fine. I want to finish Techno Babylon, and then when we do, I've got, like, a couple of thoughts in mind. Like, I kind of want to stream Pragmata. I'm not sure how people feel about that. I also remembered recently that when I got the Nintendo Switch 2 and there were no games out, I, like, found a game for the Switch 1 that was on sale I never played, which is The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, which is where you play as Chibi Zelda, and allegedly it's, like, a really puzzle-like game where instead of, like, fighting monsters with a sword, you, like, do puzzle stuff. Arcadius actually specifically recommended it to me at one point, and it looks cute and sounds fun, and I don't know. No stream tomorrow. Unfortunately, no stream tomorrow. Like, it's gonna be a long day. Like, I have no idea when I get home. I leave here at, like, 7:30 a.m., which is why the stream tonight is 2 hours. But I feel good about the 2-hour stream as the compromise to getting everything done. I've gotten so many things done this week, and so very few of them are very productive, to be honest. Can you get rock as you as well as Baba as you? Put the rock on the left side of the screen, then turn it back into rock and push crab out of our way. I'm pretty sure that reasoning is sound, but reading it all at once makes my head hurt, which is the nature of Baba is you. So, like, I think the issue is that, like, starting game state... Boy, I sure was messing around, huh? Starting game state has, like, rock just, like, at the dividing line. And so, like, the only way to position myself where I can do anything on the right, as far as I'm able to tell, involves pushing right twice, which shoves everything in a corner. So, much like last time, I still seem to have access to rock, is, and push. I can make rock into wall. That doesn't seem helpful. I can make Baba into rock, which loses the game. I can make Baba push, which doesn't do anything. I can make rock stop, which doesn't seem to do anything. Get rock is you, as well as Baba is you. Yeah, okay, I think I can do that. Should be doable. I don't know that that does much, does it? I mean, I can do Rock as Baba again. For the moment, these seem similar. So, like, now I have control of two characters. If I did Rock as Baba, I would have control of two characters. Ooh, but... There's something here. Give me a second. What would I... What I need is for Baba to stop being me, right? And then, because Rock is you, I can make Baba wall? No, that's bad. That isn't helpful. Now get the rock on the left side of the wall and somehow get pushed out. Rock is push, rock is push. What do we want to be able to push? I think I see what you're saying, but that's two different methodologies. I don't know which one of them works. So, like, I think I see what you're suggesting. Make rock push. Use, like, the... No, wait, that doesn't work, though. Like, in order to push the rock through the crab so that I can access the rock next to flag, which is win, I would need something pushable that isn't establishing any of these current rules. So I could do... I guess I could possibly use an is? I think I have to start over, though. So, like... Do that. Do... But you do need to take the rock as you step, because if you don't, then you can't get the rock out of there. Is that helpful? No, that's bad. Sure, I think. Controlling two at the same time in these tight spaces is really a lot. Does it do what I want? So I would have to do like... The rock placement is very annoying. This is fine. No, is it? Because I have to, because rock... No, this doesn't work for the reason that in order to get the rock is you placed in this fashion. You can't push rock down anymore, and I think you need to be able to do that to use the is to have a spare is to push into the rock to push it past the crab. Break the rock as you and you won't control rock anymore. Yeah, but like you have to appreciate that you have to be really careful about how you do that with this little space, because like you can easily just like jam something where you can't get it ever again. I know I'm being like really annoying about this, but like it's just really easy to break it, and like I don't want to restart the level like 80 times. But like yeah, so okay, so if I do that, so then I can push rock like caveman. It's actually like insanely difficult to like get this to a place where I can like push it down because of how little space there is. But like, yeah, I just like, I can't push rock, the word rock, down. Is I'm cooking, I'm trying. No, that's not possible. I would need to... Brother, this sucks. This is really, really finicky. But the is still like in a nightmare spot. I'm like on the wrong side of history. Like I need the whole business over there so that when I do that, this sucks. That like if you gave me like a 9x9 grid in this upper left corner, this seems like extremely doable. This like really sucks. No, I don't want that. I want Baba is push, but I want to do it without. That's fine. That's fine. Put it like there. So Baba is pushed, but Baba's also up against the wall because I suck unbelievably hard. Is there a way to not do that? Like, it's just, like, I can't stress enough how, like, the difficulty of this is, like, so much higher just based on, like, the minimal amount of space to make it work. I think this technically does it, though. Push the is down first. Put it in a place where I can access it from multiple sides. And then rock is you and Baba is push. So then I like... So that all of that business was to get the extra is available to push the Baba, right? But now I have to make Baba is you, which is doable. Never mind. Okay. Oh, ow. That one hurt. Area complete. Didn't I already get that message? That's all the TV there is. What time is it? 47? 10:47? Oh, brother. Wait, why am I... What's happening? No, I tried to hit B and it like loaded a level I was randomly on. Okay, so that's glowing, but I still don't have enough to open this locked gate, so I guess we'll just like go to... Did I say Solitary Island? Hang on. Level 0 poem. Rose is red, violet is blue, flag is wind, Baba is you. What a time to be alive, huh? Oh. Well, I mean... Oh, wall is stop. We'll stop in the corner. Well... I can control the flag and make Violet win. That doesn't seem great, though. I can make Baba win and lose the game. Not a lot of access to stuff here, huh? One weird thing you can do without too much trouble is, like, move all the ises? Like, all the plants lose their color, but, like, I don't think I care about that? But what does that actually, like, let me do? I suppose it lets me, like... Oh, right. I can't do them both at the same time. Which means... No, that's still gonna be tough no matter what, right? Like, if I do that, I lose. If I do that, I become flagged, but then I can't control the game state anymore. So what does it mean to be able to push is out, do you think? I can't use it to manipulate anything meaningfully? Oh, that's true. You could get Rose out because of the little divot where Violet's at. Is Rose's you useful? It's probably a world where that's useful, right? Look at me go. Wait, I accidentally won, and I am unclear on how I did that. I was just messing around. Anyone track what I did there? Oh, I made Baba is win, and I touched Baba with flower. Okay. Fair enough. Float? Not totally sure why that was level 0. I appreciate the poem. I don't know why it was, like, in that exact spot in the game. So Baba is float. And that doesn't let me go over wall. So I'm still subject to stop. And I'm still subject to push. So I think what that means is, like, while floating, I don't touch the flag. I don't think I can make something else float, right? Can I make, like, a vertical sentence? I mean... What if Baba was float and wind? And me? Okay. Got there. Solved it. Got a little dandelion puff. Warm river. Very large Baba. Look very big. Water is hot. It can be. Baba is melt. Hate to see that. Flag is win. Good news. Skull is defeat and float. Oh, but Baba is me and float. So, if I'm float, I can ignore the hot water that would melt me. But the skulls are also floating. So I have to, like, find a way to deal with that. Or find a way to, like, remotely stop floating. Like, once I'm already on this side of the water. Then, presumably, I could walk under the skulls. And then just touch the flag, which is win. Is melt. Here's a thought, though. What if Baba doesn't float? What if, and hear me out, what if the water that is hot floats? Oh, I need and, so I have to position it very specifically. I have to put it at the end. Water is hot and float. So now I just walk under it and the skulls, and I win. Let's do bridge building. Okay. Text is float, which is weird. I kind of forgot there was like a meta category for all of the rules, which is called text, and can be affected by text. But what that means is that because I'm not currently floating... No, wait, I can still push them. So flag is wind, that's cool. Water is sink, that's bad. Hedge is stop, Baba is you. I can become rock. I can't make rock Baba. I mean, if I just make rock me, then I can, like, crash that, walk across, touch the flag. Okay. Overthinking that a little bit. Just felt like I needed to do something with both the rocks at once, but it's fine to just, like, push one and then become the other so I can get it out of the corner. Bridge building with question mark. Interesting level progression. So what's different? Rock is float. Which means it doesn't collide with water, right? Okay. Easier to access the rocks as a result. So... the problem is that now... I can make rock is you, in which I control the rocks, but the problem is that the flag doesn't float, so the rocks can't touch it. Let me just make sure I'm not making an incorrect assumption there. No, I appear to be correct. Now break rock is push and walk across rocks. Does that actually work? It doesn't. Because the water is still an obstacle, and the rocks are floating on it instead of colliding with it. Do I have a way to change that? Rock is push, U is Bubba's push, rock is float, flag is win. Flag is... Well, hang on. No, right. All the same problems. Oh, that's very fun. Now there's no way to win the game. Isn't that fun? Isn't that a fun thing I've done? Probably don't want that, to be honest. Leg. So the floating rocks can move the text, but the text sinks in the water. So, what does that tell me? That tells me... I think what that tells me is that I don't give a spit about the rocks. Is that I just like push some text into here and then touch the flag? Alright, I'll take it. Let's tell you what, let's do Boiling River. Let's do one like challenge mode 1. And then we'll have to call out a stream. I should do it now, but why not one more? Okay, it's very similar to when we did, right? But water is water and hot. Water is water and hot, Baba, is melt. Baba is you and float. So I float. The water is hot. But the water... I melt, but the water doesn't float, right? Baba is... I could make Baba is melts and float. I could do... I could do water and Baba is float, which seems awful. Skull is defeat and float. I have to find a way to not ultimately be floating. Last time I got the water to float and walked under it. I can't change what the water is as an object. What is you? Skull. Do something with skull? I doubt it. Feels like this and is really important, but I don't know where. Is it just a case of... Can I do... I don't think there's a way to do water and Baba is you. I don't think I could do water is you and float. This is nothing but trying not to watch too much because I think I'll play this someday. I mean, I fully appreciate and understand that. I'll tell you this, is that like I watched someone play through like way more of this game than I've done, and in God, what was it's like 9 years? It's been like 9 years since this game came out. Never mind, I don't want to talk about it at all. But the point is, feels like I'm starting fresh because it's been long enough that I just like don't remember any of this nonsense. But what's great is if you kind of just have it on ambiently, you just like it's actually very reminiscent of the guy in Techno Babylon who like gives himself aphasia and is just like saying random words. Like if you're not paying attention to what's going on and you just like vaguely listen to what I'm saying, you're just like, yeah, obviously Baba is you. Obviously Baba is hot and melt. Water is water and hot. Baba is you. And melt. Baba is melt. Baba is float. I mean, I'm not float. But the water's hot. That is a problem. Obviously, crab is wind because crab is good. It's actually been surprisingly difficult so far to make crab is wind. I've only done it like maybe a couple times. They really don't seem to think that crab is great or win, and I don't understand that at all. I want to be able to control the water, but I don't think that's actually what I'm doing here. You and the captain make hot and melt float. It just like doesn't do anything, huh? Hot and float won't work. I mean, in the sense that, like, if I try to wrap around, it won't be like the water is floating. If that's the question, if I'm understanding that question, that you would be correct that doesn't work. I believe all like text / rules sentences have to be in a continuous straight line. It's like a little Scrabble-esque where like you can have like a vertical and a horizontal that are like kind of crowded together, but like the single line of logic has to be horizontal or vertical. Baba is over the water stuff. I mean, he is float, if that's the question. Is he over it in an emotional sense? In this moment, my assumption is yes. I believe that is also true. No, that wouldn't be good even if I could do it, which I don't think is possible. Just like, where can I even put the and? Ooh. Hold on. I almost have an idea. Right? That doesn't, like, work, though. Right, and the reason it doesn't work is because I'm moving the float. Okay, that's interesting. But that's the issue, is that I want to move the float. I want to push the float into flag so that flag is float? No, that doesn't make any sense, does it? Like, now I'm melting float. But, like, I'm still float, you understand, which is the problem. I don't think there's any way I can make the skulls not float. So I think I have to change my float parameter. Ooh. I don't know what this does, but it does something. Baba is melt and you, and now I have a spare Baba to do something with. Ooh, what if... This is genius. If this works at all, it's so smart. If I move the entire Baba is float sentence over here, then I have the ability to break it and touch the flag. A little later than I wanted to go. Not extremely much later, but like, I feel good about ending that there. Apologies for the short stream, but such is life. The options were short stream or none stream, and I feel like this was correct. So as a reminder, no stream tomorrow. Next weekend, as far as I'm immediately aware, everything should be normal. We should be able to finish Techno Babylon. Maybe throw in some Baba Is You because things are gonna get a little weird with the May schedule. It is May, huh? Ooh, boy. Short stream is very fun. I'm glad you like it. I mean, I've thought about like, I don't know, mixing up stream schedule at various points. But yeah, that's a longer, more involved discussion for another time. But it's good to know that like a short stream can still be fun, and that people still feel like 2 hours is like enough time to like have some enjoyable segment. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up the stream pretty much now. So if you've been around a while, then you know that I like to hide some of these secret Squirtles among my plush friends on display in the room. If you're able to locate a secret Squirtle hidden in this fashion, it will be an omen of good luck for you in the coming days. And since regrettably I won't be around to showcase a Squirtle tomorrow, it'll be extra important. So I encourage you to take a moment and see if you can find where I've hidden a secret Squirtle. Secret Squirtle by the new Pirate Pikachu. I got this Pikachu for my sister because she likes Pikachu very much. When it was like Valentine's Day, and I saw it at the store locally, and at one point like around Christmas she had described a parameter of like a Pikachu she will like never buy for herself, and this fit that description, and then somehow she still ended up with one of these. And at one point I was like, listen, I got you one, you can have it if you want. And she seems to want it. But I put it out specifically so I would remember to give it to her tomorrow. It's funny, I was like trying to figure out like what to do, and I just like came across like the place I had the Pikachu like stashed away, and I was like, oh yeah, I should remember that for like specifically tomorrow. She does, yeah, and there's no shot I'm telling you what it is, because for one, apparently not true, and for two, do you have any idea how difficult it is to get stuff for my sister? And she's my sister, and it comes up. What if we had the Vasco the video game computer show every day? I'll say that like there have been points in time where I've thought about doing like shorter streams on weeknights and like freeing up weekend time. In the immediate future, I'm not sure it's useful to me, but like if I reached a point where like I was trying to open up my social calendar in certain specific ways that might be valuable to me. So like it's a thing I might entertain in the future. But like again, that's like I don't know, that's a maybe and future thing. Okay, so I'm gonna gather up these guesses. I got it in this stream. Okay, Secret Squirtle behind Pirate Pikachu. Do you have which Pikachu? There's a Pikachu behind me, and there's a Winter Pikachu Demolish. Do you have a Pikachu? Guess there's Wally, yellows and oranges. Wally, Pirate. Okay, well it is very cute. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that particular Pikachu. This is this year's Valentine's Day Pikachu, which I got from the local Walgreens around Valentine's Day. He has a Pokeball that is shaped like a heart, and he is a Pikachu who is very happy. There is a Squirtle there. And behind Wally, there's also a Squirtle there. I really do gotta cut the tags off these guys. I've reached a point where like I'm mentally okay with doing it and just haven't made the time to do it. But I think those were the only guesses I saw. Short stream and all that. Which is totally fine. Neko says, I knew when I saw this Pikachu with the heart, you had it out for your sister with you singing. Yes, definitely. So the theme is deeply esoteric, and while yellow and orange, like warm colors, is a very good guess. That's something I would do. I call this theme Disney Friends, which what that means is my sister, who loves Pikachu, worked on a video game called Disney Friends, which was inspired by her love for Hey You Pikachu. So the concept is Disney characters and also Pikachu. And then additionally, just for fun, because I had one more space on the small desk and I didn't have anything that was handy that fit. This spider is named Cheryl. It's right there on the tag, which is my sister's name. So is kind of just like Cheryl themed. If you know if you're into that, but like I thought it was fun to call it Disney Friends and put all the Disney Friends out there. Um, but yeah, that's gonna do it for tonight. Again, sorry for the short stream, but again, it's better than nothing, right? And it seems like people had fun with this. I had fun with this. I had more fun with this than I expected, and I was looking forward to doing this. But yeah, tomorrow no stream, back regular schedule next week, and then I'll figure out exactly what the rest of May looks like. I've been trying to get a picture of that, and I don't know, life's gotten in the way. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being you, and I hope to see you again soon. Until I do, take care of yourselves, and remember that you are Clawsome. And also that crab is win.